I really hate those generic black rubber sanding blocks, so I wanted to try making my own, seeing if I could improve the tensioning problem. And of course, this is why it's good to buy your pencils in bulk. This first piece we're cutting down to 6 inches. This will be the bottom piece of the sanding block. The middle piece needs to be cut down to 4.5 inches. It'll be more obvious as we go through, but the sanding block has 3 layers. The bottom and middle are responsible for clamping together sandpaper so that it can tension but also hold it in place. The top is used for grip and also a large wheel to tighten sandpaper on the block. Here's an easy way to make small wheels if you have a drill press table. I first drill out the center hole and then follow up with a hole saw without the centering bit. I'm also adding a chamfer using a quick little jig on the disc sander. The blocks I'm cutting out here are for the grip on top. The wheel takes up most of the space, so these are just thin blocks on the end. Now I'm cutting out grooves in both the bottom and the middle piece. The idea here is the 2 pieces will sandwich together, which you'll see later. And the thought here is that as they sandwich together and tighten to hold the sandpaper, it also pulls it tighter, therefore tensioning it. Here's a better look at how the pieces are sandwiching together. The edges will be rounded off later, but first I need to drill holes through so that I can feed a bolt through so that the top wheel is able to tighten the bolt, therefore tightening the pieces together. Here's a quick look at how the pieces stick together, but what I need to do first is embed that bolt. I'm simply using a spade bit. This is a 3/4, and so afterwards I'm going to plug up this hole with a 3/4 inch dowel. This way the bottom will remain flat. Now to start off assembly, I need to attach the top blocks to the middle piece. These are the grip blocks that go on either side of the wheel. Now we get a good look at the sanding block's general shape before rounding over all of the edges. Now it's time to actually assemble the sanding block. One thing we still have to do is add a T-nut to the wheel. Now we can add sandpaper. As you may see here, the sandpaper actually goes underneath where the second layer sandwiches down to the bottom layer. And now for a test, just to show you that this sanding block does in fact sand things. But now only time will tell if this sanding block is actually a design I like and if it works well continuing forward.
Straight from the car and just 24.